Hello and welcome to your weekly horoscope for week commencing the 18th of April. This is for the Sun or the Ascendant. I'm going to give you some key strands to look out for. Please stay with me because then I will give you in detail each of the 12 zodiac sign forecasts. Now this week is particularly notable because the Sun is moving on Wednesday into the sign of Taurus, which means the combination between Mercury and Uranus at the start of this week and also the North Node being in Taurus, it gives us that very earthy dimension once the Sun moves in midweek. Now, the Sun in Taurus is the second sign of the 12 sign zodiac. And this is where we can convert some of the ideas and strands that we've been working on more recently into something hopefully more tangible and lasting. But of course, we are being faced with a big increase in the cost of living, energy prices, and in some cases interest rates. So for a lot of us, we are needing to use our ingenuity in order to rejig things to make the most of the assets and the money that we have. So the combination between Mercury and Uranus at the start of this week, which flows on from the end of last week, can give us that dexterity in our thinking. But it could, for some people, also make them a little bit more rebellious and decide to splash out on something that suits them because it's a more impulsive combination. But that duo links with Venus that's exalted in the sign of Pisces, and in the case of Mercury and Venus are in a beautiful alliance for pretty well the whole of this week, but it is exact on Monday, so there could be some surprise invitations, an opportunity to join in with people that we're not expecting, but also someone could be very generous or let us know how much they appreciate our past help or support. So some good deeds can definitely be flagged this week. Later in the week, however, there is a quarter moon in the sign of Aquarius. That's the 11th house squaring with the Sun in the second. So whatever we're thinking about doing with our resources, it's probably best to think long term. And also maybe keep business and pleasure a little bit separate. There's also a square across the same sectors between Mercury and also Saturn. So again, if we're thinking about the people that we can connect with, it's probably going to be those that share our core values. And where people don't, that could be highlighted in a more obvious way. But if you're someone with a very clear plan about what you want to achieve, the link between the Sun and Mars is very energizing and very progressive, and that goes on from Friday through to the end of the week. So please stay with me for the individual zodiac sign forecast. But if you would like to understand how more serious astrology works based on your time, date and place of birth, if you give me those 3 pieces of information, I can give you a roadmap that really can transform your life based on your character analysis, but also your next 12-month forecast. This goes way beyond this Zodiac broadcast, and you can get 30% off of my special offer. Please see the link below. And if you are new to my channel, I'd be honoured if you would subscribe. Please click or tap on the bell notification symbol. And finally, if you would like to get your free daily written horoscope fired to your device each morning, again, please see the link below. Hello Taurus, and welcome to your weekly horoscope for week commencing the 18th of April. The fact the Sun arrives in your sign on Wednesday is really exciting. If you have been sort of feeling a little bit caught between being more progressive, recently of course you've had Mercury moving into your sign, but it's connected with Uranus, and that's repeated at the start of this week. That's probably been emphasised in that part of your nature that can be more outspoken, even a bit more rebellious. But perhaps some of it has come about because of an intense sensitivity that's been manifesting itself recently. But from Wednesday, you move much more into the present. you're going to feel much more supercharged in terms of your physical energy. And the link between the Sun and Mars at the end of this week suggests that if you've got key alliances which are working well in your situation, you can be both a leader but also a taker-parter in these collective events or strands in a very dynamic way. The area that perhaps requires a little bit more care this week could be your professional situation, because as much as you've got this gathering of energy in your sector of friendship, there may be some people you need to work with or interact with who are in positions of influence in your situation, or maybe you have to interact with authorities or get planning permission or business advice or a grant or a loan agreed. Then those are the kind of situations where you're probably need to play a little bit more to their rules rather than yours. And if you want to do it only on your terms, that could create some tensions as this week draws to a close.